Welcome back to another video, and just like Hindenburg Research exposed Nikola, today Hindenburg Research is going to be exposing CNBC. That's right, CNBC is lying to everyone, and I'm here to reveal a massive cover-up that I've discovered when I was researching for my now 5th most popular video, Why the Amazon of Korea Will Fail, Coupang Analysis from a South Korean. And fun fact, that video is also my most disliked video with a clean 50-50 split. And for those who haven't seen it, I just spent 25 minutes basically laying down the 16 reasons why Coupang, the Amazon of South Korea as it's called, is going to fail. And I'm sure today's video is going to get a lot of dislikes and negative comments as well, but I'm willing to sacrifice my popularity because today I'm giving you guys yet another reason why you shouldn't invest in Coupang. And here it is, reason number 17, I just don't trust the CEO. And before you dislike and turn off the video, let me explain how all this connects with CNBC and their cover-up. So, on March 11th, the day Coupang had its IPO, CNBC, they released these 3 videos that you can watch right now. But what you won't find is the 4th video they also uploaded the same day but deleted shortly after. Now, the deleted video was nothing special, it's just an interview between Andrew Sorkin of CNBC interviewing Coupang CEO Bom Kim. You can actually see the same interview by watching this video they have up right now. But while this video is only 5 minutes long, the video they deleted was the actual full interview that clocked in at 8 minutes. I'm going to play you the ending of the 5-minute video they have up, but pay attention to how it cuts straight away to Shepard Smith.
Because of our end-to-end integration, our trucks, our rocket deliveries go through us. We pick up the reusable bags with our trucks that used to leave full and return empty.
Shepard Smith here.
You see how it ends rather, awkwardly without any thank yous or goodbyes? That's because CNBC, they made this editing choice and cut out that 3 minutes that they don't want you to see because they didn't want you to hear Andrew Sorkin asking a few more questions to the CEO. Mind you, these questions weren't anything difficult and any CEO of any company would be able to answer them. So with all that hype out the way, let's play the missing 3 minutes that I've discovered and listen closely to how Mr. Kim as a whole answers all these questions as asked of him. Let's begin with question number 1.
About the path to profitability. When do you think you get there?
Our investors, and I think we've been very fortunate to partner now with investors, are long-term. We're here, Andrew, because we've been unwavering in a long-term vision and a long-term strategy. We're not going to change because we've become a public company. That DNA will still remain there.
So Andrew asks when Coupang will be profitable, but Mr. Kim, he ignores it entirely. So Andrew tries again.
Right. No, I appreciate that point, but unlike Amazon, which you could say either lucked into it or were brilliant or who knows what, we're able to find AWS, which was able to really power and generate a whole other separate set of profits. The retail business has always been a tougher, lower margin business. And given your remarkable growth on the top line, I'm trying to understand what you think the bottom line is ultimately going to look like. Is it 2 years out, 3 years out, 4 years out? What are you telling investors?
I think our investors understand that in the long run, the incredible value that we build for our customers are always going to be aligned and will come back in the form of value for our shareholders. Shareholders and investors have always been, shareholders and customers have always been aligned in the long term. I think, for many short-term investors, we may not be the right company, but for long-term investors who understand that long-term customer value brings back shareholder value, we're excited to partner with them on this journey.
Now this is good. Andrew here rewords the question and asks how the bottom line is going to look like. But Mr. Kim, he deflects again. So Andrew, let's try it one more time.
But is this a 10-year proposition? I mean, this business has been around for more than a decade already, and obviously doesn't make has not been profitable yet. That's why I'm asking.
We're just in the early stages. I think many of the companies you alluded to, their best years were in the second and third decades, and we're excited to enter. I think another step. This is just another day, and we're just so early in that journey, Andrew. And I think you've been with us for many years. I hope many years from now.
No, we've been covering you for many years.
You can really sense Andrew's frustration because he cuts off the CEO at the end. So 3 questions, all asked about profitability that goes unanswered. So Andrew just gives up entirely and ask about, SoftBank, which is Coupang's biggest investor.
A technical question on the stock itself. To their credit, SoftBank is going to end up owning about 37% of this company. I imagine they will want to sell some of that to realize the gain along the way. How much of that overhang is something that investors should be thinking about over the next 6 months to a year?
Yeah, I think we've been blessed to have investors who've been with us for a long time. I think many of those investors are aligned with us and understand that this is just the beginning. And I think you'll see that in not only our investors today, but the new investors that we've now been able to partner with. We're excited to be on to be partnering with them on this long journey. It really is something at core at our DNA, Andrew. We are unwavering in that long-term vision,
right.
And we'll continue to partner with investors who are aligned with us for the long term.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you answer a question about SoftBank without once uttering or talking about SoftBank. I have to hand it to Mr. Kim. He was asked 4 simple questions and he talked and talked without answering any of them. I mean, can you imagine how he'll be if he had to testify in front of Congress like these tech CEOs did? He'll do really well, and the senators will be pulling out their hair because he bobs and weaves around any questions that's going to be thrown at him. I don't know about you, but after watching these 3 minutes that CNBC deleted, it makes sense why they buried this, because it only highlights Andrew getting annoyed.
Andrew, and I think you've been with us for many years. I hope many years from now.
No, we've been covering you for many years.
And the CEO sounding flustered. I mean, listen to his tired voice right here.
Investors should be thinking about over the next 6 months to a year.
Yeah, I think we've been blessed to have investors who've been with us for a long time.
And I think, and this is of course just my wild guess, but I wouldn't be surprised if the producers had SoftBank telling them, hey, edit the video because it's making Coupang look bad. This is of course all speculation, so CNBC, don't sue me, bro. But that's not all. Let's actually finish the video because Andrew, he tries to wrap things up quickly. But I think Mr. Kim, he knew that he screwed up. So he tries to salvage the interview by, telling a very inspirational story.
We appreciate it. We wish you lots of luck with it.
Andrew, can I say something? Can I say one thing? I mean, really today, I think you mentioned that this is the largest IPO since Alibaba, foreign IPO since Alibaba. It's really a testament to the Korean story. Korea in 1960 was one of the poorest countries in the world with a GDP per capita of just $79. Today, it's a top 10 economy in the world. We are just, the industry and the creativity of Koreans have created a miracle of the Han River, and we're just so excited to be just a small part of that incredible story. And I just wanted to say that because I think there's a lot that we're really proud of collectively today.
I have to say, that was a very nice save, a very spur of the moment. Hey, here is an inspirational story about Coupang in South Korea in general. This is what I want the viewers to remember. And that might be easy to think, but listen to how Mr. Kim ends another interview, this one with Bloomberg.
We're going to be laser focused on it.
All right, Bob, appreciate your time and your candid discussion.
One of the things I really do want to highlight, that this is really a story of Korea. This is a country that had a GDP per capita of $79 in 1960, one of the poorest countries in the world. It now has become a top 10 economy globally. The industry and the creativity of Korea has propelled the miracle of the Han River, and we're just part of that story. We're so proud to be part of that story today.
See, same video. It's a very easy story to go to when you think that everything is falling apart. Speaking of Bloomberg, I was pleasantly surprised because unlike CNBC that answered questions and, made Mr. Kim feel good, Bloomberg, they actually ended up bringing up a heavy situation that Coupang is dealing with in South Korea that not a lot of foreign investors might be aware of.
Bob, I have to ask you about the way you treat your workers. Jeff Bezos and Amazon have received a lot of flack for the way they treat their workers, but you have had several deaths among delivery and logistics employees who were allegedly overworked, overnight working. How does the company answer to this issue, to these problems?
Oof, now that's a very heavy situation, and let's see how Mr. Kim handles this.
It's heartbreaking and it's a tragedy whenever there's a passing of one of our family members. But here's the context, an important context. We have hundreds of thousands of people who work in our operations and the fulfillment and delivery, and we've had one work-related death in the past year.
So basically, he says that, hey, we have hundreds of thousands of workers and only one died, so give me a break. But he quickly realizes that's a terrible response, so he shifts gears.
And we've had one work-related death in the past year. But one is too many, and we have to continue to do better. We are actually leading the industry on this front. We were the first logistics service provider in our industry, in our market, to make 5-day work weeks the standard versus the 6-day standard of the industry. We're the first and still the only company that offers that employs their employees directly, that offers full benefits, paid time off versus the industry standard of nearly zero. We offer insurance to all our workers, even temporary ones, on day one. So and with this IPO, we became the first company to make all of its frontline employees shareholders in the company. We are going to continue to lead on this front.
Now, that was a great save, Mr. Kim, but you still haven't answered this question. The news anchor feels the same, so he asks one more time.
It's a real concern for U.S. investors, and I wonder, after reports of more than one, of several deaths of your employees.
Now, quick pause. I'm going to expand on the reported deaths of Coupang employees here. In my initial Coupang video, I mentioned a couple of deaths prior to Coupang's IPO, but since posting that video, we had another Coupang worker who tragically passed away. This time, a 43-year-old delivery man who was found unconscious in a residential building, making this a second death linked to Coupang in less than 1 month. And this is how Coupang chose to respond. Now guys, I know this looks bad, but that guy who died, he had a prior health problems, and he was only with us for 2 days. No condolences or anything like that, just trying to cover themselves up by shifting the blame on a dead person. But anyway, let's get back to the question and see how Mr. Kim responds again.
What can you do to improve the situation?
As I mentioned, we have to continue to change and make the standards better. We are raising the bar and we'll continue to invest. We've invested hundreds of millions of dollars in automation that makes not only the deliveries better experience for our customers, but makes the work easier for our employees. And we'll continue to create good jobs, the best working condition jobs in the country, as well as invest billions of dollars in infrastructure that extends our network deeper and deeper and closer to the customers. 70% of the population lives within 7 miles of one of our centers. So you can see that we're continuing to innovate on this front.
Interesting response. He's asked what will be done about the employee debt situation, but the answer is that Coupang is investing in automation, going to create good jobs, as a matter of fact, the best working condition jobs in the country, and invest billions of dollars in infrastructure. So basically, just like he did with the CNBC interview, Mr. Kim bobs and weaves, a true master of deflection. Now, Mr. Kim, he probably doesn't have time to talk about how Coupang is compensating the family, so I'm going to be answering on his behalf by pulling up a couple of articles. Because remember what he said.
You know, it's heartbreaking and it's a tragedy whenever there's a passing of one of our family members. We were the first logistics service provider to make 5-day work weeks the standard versus the 6-day. We're the first and still the only company that employs their employees directly, that offers full benefits, paid time off. We offer insurance to all our workers, even temporary ones, on day one. With this IPO, we became the first company to make all of its frontline employees shareholders in the company. We'll continue to create good jobs, the best working condition jobs in the country.
And look, he's right. This article was released on April 15th, and Coupang is doing the right thing in compensating the family. You know, employees, they're shareholders, they are family. But the payout is only $2,600. And how much is Coupang worth right now? Alright, $70.7 billion. Can you imagine if this happened in the United States right now? There will be literal riots in the streets, massive social media backlash, and a PR disaster that's going to destroy pretty much any company. But because this is happening in a company far away where these debts don't even make international headlines, Coupang can claim ignorance and try to, sweep these messy situations under the rug without any global fallout, and the CEO can just answer it without bringing light to the situation. And this is the reason why I made this video, to not only expose CNBC for trying to hide Coupang CEO's terrible question answering skills, but also how the prominent news channels, they fail to report or grow Coupang for how it's treating its workers. And if no one else wants to do it, that's fine, I will, even if it means this video also gets more dislikes than the first one. But with all that said, thanks for stopping by. That was my 17th reason why I won't be investing in Coupang, and maybe you shouldn't as well. But of course, it's your money, do as you see fit. Happy investing, stay safe out there, and I'll be back next time with more financial shenanigans.